Hey, San Antonio, this is Rob from the MetalWorks tonight. We're here at the Sunken Gardens Theater in support of one of our favorite bands. Yes, it brings me great pleasure to welcome Christina and Andy of the band LACUNA COIL. How are you all doing today?
Hello. Excellent.
Good to finally meet you, Christina, after enjoying your voice and music for quite some time.
Thank you.
How are you doing, Andy?
Pretty good, pretty hot in here, but it's great. I mean, it seems like to be back in Europe because it's very hot and Mediterranean here, you know. So it seems almost to be like in Spain or somewhere like that. It's cool.
My compliments go out to as well to you because I think you guys are a very unique combination in the music scene today, and it's obviously been very successful for you guys. So let's jump right in. And before we start talking about Karma Code, I just want to jump a little bit back and ask, first of all, I can imagine what kind of ride it's been for the last 2 years for you guys with the enormous success you've attained. Talk a little bit about that initial success, because you guys had some music out before Kamali's, and then all of a sudden you guys were blowing up. How did you feel initially about that?
Well, I would say that the big success started 2 years after the release of Comalize, because of course we promoted the album in Europe and it was going really good. We're already established there. People know our names and it was going great. And then it just happened that we landed in the US and we started to play tours with Anthrax, Opeth, Type O Negative, POD, and then the Ozfest came out, the Ozfest offer. And that gave us the opportunity to perform in front of huge crowds and to spread our name even better. Right. And at the end of the Ozfest, we ended up being the second best-selling band out of the all package of all the bands at Ozfest. And that, of course, gave us even more popularity. So I would say that, 2 years after Come Alive, it really started.
And were you shocked by it? Were you surprised by it? Did you feel that that release really was special from what you had done before?
I think maybe if you think about it now, you realize how much work we've done on many tours. Now you can see, okay, we did the small tour, then the medium tour, then the biggest tour, then the Ozfest. So everything has been like a grown, like there has been a career, not an explosion from one day to the other. But if now you think about it, we really achieved something that in the beginning of our career we never thought was possible, especially because we came from Italy, which is not like the metal, main place of the world, So to come from Milan, Italy, and to make success here in America and then also in Europe, it's kind of something that never happened to an Italian band before. So.
And a lot of people know out there that Kamalize was like the biggest selling record for Century Media here in the U.S. Yes. And as you started writing for Karma Code, did you feel a lot of pressure to say, we got to surpass that? Was that on your mind a lot?
It was not really a pressure we had during the songwriting, because since the beginning we've been pretty free to do, whatever we wanted to do, and that's the point. I mean, we're totally genuine. We do what we want to do. That's our music. That's how is LACUNA COIL in 2006. We had some pressure from the company, but that's pretty normal, right. Because they were worried in a way. I mean, it was probably the first time that something was going to be really big. So of course, I understand their point of view as well. Because everybody was pretty busy. Oh my God, I was gonna be. We have to arrange everything. Everything has to be set up in the proper way. Right. But the result, I think it's awesome. I mean, we've entered Billboard in the first week of the release of the album, and that is awesome. If you think about it.
Yeah, basically, I think it was a new situation for everybody, for us, for the company, for the management. So it was time to move to the next step, and not everybody knew how to do it. Also us, because we say, what should we do? Just rewrite the Comalize, or just go with the flow and feel what we feel at that time, and just add the new elements to the music and make a different record. That was our choice in the end, because we didn't want to change the style, but we want also to put some new elements to the table. So. We feel very important to do the album that we really believe, because we have to support this album for maybe 2-3 years playing around the world, and you want to play songs that you believe in, right. Not stuff that you just do it because the fans are gonna like it.
And that's admirable, and that kind of leads me into my next question. Karma Code's been out here in the U.S. now for a few weeks, and it definitely has its own vibe. It's not Kamalize too, like you just kind of stated. What in your opinion kind of differentiates the two releases?
Oh God. Yeah, it's completely different. I mean, there are 4 years in between the two releases, and in this 4 years, we had the chance to tour Europe and America, and that's how we just sucked different influences for both territories. Right. Now we're kind of a the missing link in between the two, because we still have the European roots, of course. Right. We're European, we're Italian, so you can still recognize the melody, the Midwestern atmospheres, the Arabian stuff, the real strings we put in the record. But at the same time, there is a new sound coming out from the guitars, the rhythmic section, everything. It's more important by itself and more powerful. So it's a good combination in between the two things. You know, there is melody, but there is a punch in your face at the same time. And we had more time to record the album, to mix it, to mastering. We worked with different people. So there is a lot of different stuff, even if the roots are still the same. I mean, our style is so recognizable. We have a different use of the two voices as well. Right. And which make the band different from others, because we're not like being the Beauty and the Beast, but we interact, you know, with our voices. We use our voices as two instruments, you know.
And what about Karma Code? I mean, the title itself, the lyrics, the relation to the artwork. Talk a little bit about that, because it kind of seems like, you know, you have to really, it's some really deep atmosphere in there about looking inside and stuff like that. Share a little bit about the lyrical content and the theme behind the Karma Code release.
Yeah, probably this album is more connected to spirituality compared to the past. It's not like a religious album or something like that, but we felt like after all the experience we done in the past years and talking with the people a lot, we felt like there was a big need of spirituality in people that was not anymore connected to the organized religion, for example, right, as it used to be. Now people have lost a lot of beliefs in the church and in the religion, because religion has been abused for many excuses, for sell, or for being like an excuse for a war, or try to make a conflict of civilization. So people feel it too far from them, and there is more a very strong attachment to music, for example, to bands. We receive mails from people that for them the band is something super important, like something sometimes even vital, like very, very connected to, and it was important for us to say that in these days full of technologies, wireless, laptops, mobile phones, where technology is bringing a bit a virtual environment around you instead of making a human touch. Right. There is a big need in people to rediscover this more human feeling. You know.
Interesting. And also one of the things I noticed about the new release is that you recorded it in Valdemar, who most people may out there know is the guitarist for Grip Inc. You kept him in the loop as far as doing your new music and getting it on tape. What does he bring into the mix? Why did you continue to work with him? Because I'm sure you guys could have worked with several other people.
I think it really works with him because he doesn't put pressure on the band. He doesn't want to push you in a direction which doesn't belong to you. Is able to take out the best, take the best out of the band. It's not really like composing music, because the music it's already done, but it's always good to have an opinion from outside. Right. Because when we compose, we used to close ourselves in our little family, you know, without listening to anyone and anybody. So it's always good, you know, to have like a different ear listening to the songs and say,
And I take it he's very honest with you guys too.
He's absolutely honest. I mean, that's why we like it, because it's not the typical producer who wants to put his print, his trademark on your music. You know, in this way, Lacuna Coil's sound is recognizable, not the producer's sound. And that's what it counts to us. That's the most important thing.
It's more like an older brother that can give you some good advice, because you got experience, you got good taste. He's a very expert musician, like he plays really well, he got great melodies in his mind. So it's important to have his opinion, especially. Not really, he doesn't write anything for us, but he really tells us his honest opinion about that, and you always know the positive and the negative aspect of the band.
It's great to have you here in San Antonio, and in fact tonight will be my first Lacuna show that I will see, so I'm very, very excited. You guys are here as part of the Rob Zombie tour. Talk a little bit about the tour. How's it been going thus far?
The tour is going awesome. It's almost 2 months that we've been around, so it's been tiring but really funny at the same time, because all the package it's good. I mean, both bands are fitting very, very well. As sound, the band, it's awesome. Rob is he's a really super wonderful guy. The crew is awesome. Everything is going great.
Yeah, it's a very good start for the promotion of the new album also, because we play every night. This is sold out venues. As you see, it's always pretty big size of venues. And we also play some smaller shows, but always the average was pretty big. So for us, it's important to play in front of new people, and especially a lot all across the country. So it's a very important experience for begin the promotion of Kong.
Have you seen a lot of new fans out there?
Yeah, we're receiving like a lot of emails. We do like the signing session for the record selling every night, and we got a lot of new people that never heard about it or only heard the name, but never really get into the music, and that's why we are here basically on this tour to get new people.
We've been spinning the video for Our Truth already, and I really like the video. I love that song. Talk a little bit about videos, because obviously for programs like mine, they're still very important. Do you guys like videos? Do you enjoy doing them? Do you still feel they're an important medium to get the music and the band across?
It depends from the video. I mean, we had fun during the Our Truth video because it was the very first time we worked with a lot of people. Really, it was like 50 person, something about. In the night we were in the Hollywood Hills, even if you cannot really tell because you just see the forest. But there was a whole crew there for us, you know, different stylists, different guys working with the lights, and it was a new experience. It was really tough in a way, but it was really good, and we love the result.
It's funny, I remember when Kamalize first came out, I was one of the first people to receive the very first version of the Heaven's Alive video. Yeah, it was like very like low budget, and then like once you guys started blowing up, then I got the new video. So you guys have done some and seen a lot.
Yeah, even if.
Actually there are 3 videos for Heaven's Alive. One, it was made on the images we shoot it in the video by ourselves with the digital camera.
Okay.
And it turns out like a collage of images while we were recording, and that was super cheap. We just made it to have something.
We did it on purpose. We did it in an amateur way, just on purpose. Just like this is a gift for you, so you know what's going on, and it was funny.
Then we've done the
I think that's what I'm talking about, the production one, because you guys.
Yeah. We didn't really agree on that video because it's been kind of a surprise because we said no candles, no flowers, no cliches, please, and we just got there and we saw flowers and candles. We're just whatever, okay, let's have fun with it.
And then we had the first real video, the one you saw. Then in the end, it was a good experience. That's the first real. We consider the first real video we shoot.
Any more? Any more coming for music off Karma Code?
Yeah, we have shoot like 2 more videos, but yeah,
Okay,
we were done in the beginning of this tour in Los Angeles with the same director as the fourth awesome guy which directed Our Truth video, and we still have to decide which is going to be the next single. Both of them are going to be the singles, but we don't know which one is going to be first. And last. Yeah, we shoot a video for. It's one of the choices. Yeah.
As we near the end of this video, I noticed that one of the songs, Without Fears, is sung in Italian. And that's something that I just want to get your feedback upon because, as you alluded to earlier, Andy, you know, being an Italian band, a European band, how important is that for you to continue to maintain that element, that connection with your heritage and where you're from and who you are, now as you really become a worldwide band?
I think it's just in your blood, you know. You don't even think about it. I mean, it's part of our life. It's our attitude. The attitude we have with the people surrounding us is really Italian.
Mm-hmm.
So we're really friendly. We're really outgoing. There's a lot of energy going on, especially on stage. When you will see the show, you will see that, you know, there are no special effects that can cross the personality of the band, the power of the band on stage when the band is sweating and moving, you know. And that's how we are.
I think also probably in our career we always learned by experiencing things. So it was important for us to keep some roots in Italy, but we don't want to force it. Like if we don't have a nice melody that fits with Italian language, we don't want to put it there because we don't have to have at least one song in Italian. It's just something that has to come spontaneous. And for us to sing in Italian is harder than to sing in English. Because growing up, like listening to rock and metal music, you always listen to English singer, you know. So you don't sing in Italian, and Italian is very melodic language. So to make it adaptable for a rock and metal song is very hard, and it's easier for us when there is a particular song, like we did in the past with Senza Fine, which was very groovy and electronic kind of song, or this time with Without Fear, which is a semi-acoustic ballads, basically, only clean guitar, accordion, like very particular song. Then Italian is very good for that kind of music. So it's not always easy for us to use it. not as much as we want.
I want to thank both of you for sharing this afternoon. Any last words for the people out there in San Antonio? Anything we missed? Anything you want to share?
Well, I definitely recommend Karma Code as an album because it's an album that you discover, you know, after few listening. It's not boring at all. It's not that, okay, I've listened to it, I throw it away, because there is a lot of stuff to discover in that album. It's great.
And since we're here, probably there will be a lot of Latinos in the crowd tonight,
Hola.
so
Absolutely.
we wanna.
Nos somos Andrés, Cristina de LACUNA COIL. Saludos a los amigos.
So we hope we will talk a little Spanish tonight.
Awesome. Yes, you're in San Antonio. Remember, SA, the new one from Lacuna, is out on Century Media. It's called Karma Code. Be sure to go pick it up. I want to give a big shout out to my boy George at Century Media for hooking me up with these two fine people. Remember, Lacuna Coil rocks right here on Rob's Metal Work.